Good morning, everybody. It is 8 a.m. on Monday, January 10th, 2022. I'm Andrew from 510 Books, and I'm not in my warehouse. I'm not my bookhouse. Wow. My bookstore. I'm in my house, so as you can tell. And I'm going to talk about eBay sales and some other things, but wanted to share with you how the sales were for me, eBay sales and Amazon over the weekend. So let's jump into that. Excuse me. In the last week, I started off talking a lot about eBay and started out talking about the difference between Fulfilled by Amazon, FBA, and eBay, and whether or not you should do just one or the other or do both. I'm a fan of both, absolutely, and merchant fulfilled. I think you should do all of them, and whichever one is working best for you, or whichever one you prefer, you should probably go bigger with that one. Yeah, that's my advice on that. But I'm still doing eBay. I will not stop doing eBay, even though they've changed the changes they've made recently to their algorithms and the reorganization and all of that stuff has become a big headache for a lot of eBay resellers, and there doesn't seem to be any sort of specific way to solve that. It's just, this is how it is, and maybe over time things will get better in terms of how many items we as eBay resellers, you can be selling anything on eBay, but even as media resellers, but I guess it's affecting everybody in all different types of categories, reselling categories. Hopefully it will get better, but as of now, eBay's just charging ahead with their current, their new system and their algorithms and all that stuff, and it's affected sales for all of us. So that's just how it is. So you just kind of have to take that and say, well, that's what it is. It is what it is. And let me just keep listing and see what sells and what doesn't sell. Someone posted on my channel that they had listed for many months a huge amount of items on eBay, and way up from what they had been doing previously, and they didn't see a change in sales. And so they decided just to go back to their normal listing routine and quantity. And the sales stayed the same. So beyond that, I don't know what they sell. I don't know the type of items, if they sell media, what they're selling. I don't know how they're pricing. But for me, if I list more, I always sell more. And I don't think it's because eBay's like, oh, he's listing more. Look at that. Yesterday he only listed 2. And they listed 5, and now he listed 25 today, so let's reward him with more sales. I don't think that's the case. I think I listed 25 items, and 3 of those were hot. Like, they were ready to be bought, and they sold right away. You hit go live, it immediately goes up there. People start searching for it. It pops up. They like the price. They buy it right away. Makes sense. That's how eBay's supposed to work, right? So as an example, I sold this item, or rather, I listed this item Saturday, and it sold, I think it sold Saturday. Hold on. It sold, you just stare at my face. Yeah, at 144 on the 8th, which was Saturday. Yeah, and I listed it earlier that morning, I believe. And this is an item, yes, I did. Sorry, it was a long 3 days, so it's all kind of been put together, mixed in. So this is an item that I had. I've literally had this sitting with a bunch of other stuff piled up somewhere. I can't remember, in my warehouse. My wife helped me clean up and reorganize the warehouse behind where I have all the stuff out for sale. I got rid of a bunch of stuff, consolidated, organized, etc. So it's much better now. But this was one of those piles of things that I've just been sitting there. I haven't been dealing with. I forgot about it. Didn't want to deal with it. And it was a lot of Adobe products and Windows products, Microsoft products, which, as you know, can be tricky to sell. Yeah, you can get in trouble for selling that stuff sometimes. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I don't know the rhyme or reason. I guess it's just lucky or unlucky. But anyway, so I listed this, which is getting started Microsoft Windows 98. It says for distribution with a new IBM PC only, but, well, it says for distribution with a new PC only. And it still has the COA, which is a Certificate of Authenticity. It's sealed, never been opened since 1998. Crazy, right? So I had this in a pile of other stuff, similar, either Microsoft or Adobe products, and I just didn't want to list them. And then I finally, with reorganization, pulled them out. My wife was like, "What's he gonna do with these?" I said, "Okay, I'm gonna try to sell these." So I listed it, and it sold really quickly. I meant to do it with shipping, but I made the mistake and somehow didn't list it on my phone. I accidentally put free shipping, and so they got this for free. They didn't have to pay shipping, but anyway, took an offer. It sold it for $30, and I've been sitting there for easily like a year and a half, maybe even since I got the warehouse. I might have found this in a Gaylord when I was in a storage unit and put it to the side. So it's been several years. But just to the point of some things, it doesn't matter how much stuff you're selling, it's what you're selling. And this was one of those items that falls into that category that people wanted it. Now, are there other ones for sale on eBay? When I looked it up, yeah, there were at least a handful, maybe. I'm talking sealed, just like this, with this certificate in there. Still have the shrink wrap on it. Yeah, there was at least a couple, 3 or 4, maybe more. But the price was right. Free shipping. Maybe if I didn't have free shipping, it wouldn't have sold right away. I don't know. But it sold right away. And so for me, listing consistently, not necessarily a huge quantity every day. Of course, if all you do is eBay, you have lots of stuff to list, then go for it, right? Of course. But depending on the time you have, the amount of stuff you have to list, if you have a backlog like myself, or if you're always getting new stuff and you're on top of it and you're just listing the new stuff because you don't have a backlog, whatever it is, I think it's not always the amount that you list, it's the type of stuff you're listing. And unfortunately, even having been on eBay now for 4.5 years, since April 2017, I still don't know exactly what's going to sell. Or I should say, I don't know how quickly something is going to sell. There are a few items, you come across and it's super rare and there's nothing else out there like that. Or there's only a couple out there and they're selling like hotcakes, and you have a pretty good idea, right, that it's going to sell. But a lot of the stuff, it seems like it will sell at some point, but you don't know if it's going to sell really quickly. And that's the case. I listed some other stuff from that same pile. It hasn't sold yet. But that sold right away. So I think take that into consideration when you're dealing with eBay, especially now, because in the past, it seemed like you could list a lot of stuff and a lot of it would sell, and older stuff would sell, and it was just a higher sell-through rate. But now the sell-through rate is lower. So even though your inventory, like my inventory, is over 1,300 now, it doesn't mean my sell-through rate, or I should say, it doesn't mean I sell more because of a bigger inventory. It just means that I'm listing some stuff that sells right away. Now, do I still sell stuff that has been listed for a long time? Yes. Why does that stuff sell? Someone found it and they wanted it. But yeah, so anyway, keep that in mind. It seems that listing a lot of stuff doesn't mean that eBay's going to notice and say, now we'll reward you with more sales. It just seems like some of those items you do list, that you should list more, as much as you can, to get those items up that will sell quickly. Why hold back? Why keep those 100 over there and say, no, I'm not going to list those yet, or I'm going to trickle those in? If you could list, them in 3 days, then do it. Because out of those 100 items, maybe 10 of them, 8 of them, 20 of them, you don't know, will sell within a few hours, a few days, even a week, which is great. But anyway, some of those will probably sell really quick. So yeah, that's advice for that. But let me share with you the stuff that I sold on eBay. So I sold 13 items. Okay, again, it's Monday. These are sales since Friday afternoon, I believe. Hold on, let me see. Let me check. One sec. Yeah, so these are items that since Friday evening, almost 9 p.m. is when the first sale came in, up until maybe this morning. Let's see, the last sale. No. Yeah, since this morning at 4:38 a.m. to be specific. So 9 p.m. on Friday till 4:30 in the morning today. This is how much I sold on eBay. So what is that? That is 1, 2, a little over 2 days, but it's actually two days and some hours. I sold 13 items on eBay. Oh, that's not true. I sold 11. 2 of them were ones that had not been paid from selling previous days during the week. So technically I sold 11 in that time frame. And 2 of them were just paid. They should have been paid a few days ago. So that was the case. So 11, but 13 to ship. And then on Amazon Merchant Fulfilled, I sold 4, which I was ecstatic about. I'm pretty sure 3 of them sold yesterday. Maybe another one sold the day before. But those Merchant Fulfilled orders kept coming in. My inventory Merchant Fulfilled, I think, is less than 500. It's not that big. Just to keep that in mind. And I'm always excited when I get some of those coming in. I checked the last 30 days about a week ago, and I had sold like 25 in 30 days. So it's close to averaging out to 1 a day on Merchant Fulfilled, and selling a bunch of these, 4 of them within a couple of days helps that average. But yeah, so those do trickle in. Of course, FBA, I didn't check my numbers for the weekend, but, well, I did check a couple of days ago, but yeah, I'm pretty sure those keep coming in, at least a few a day. Sometimes I have bigger days. Compiling another FBA shipment right now. But let me share with you. So first of all, I have a few lots, sorry. So this one is not a lot. This is one that's sat for a long time. This is the I Love Lucy Complete Series. Maybe you've seen this before. Got a little heart on it. Yeah. So there's that one. That was the one that took them a few days to pay, and that one sold for $50. That was a nice sale. That sat for probably over a year, would be my guess. Quite possibly a little less, but it's been a long time. Long time that's been sitting around. This one, okay, here, let me do this one first. So this one is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the entire series. So it's all 7 seasons. That actually took a little while to sell, and that one sold for $49.99 plus shipping. So $50 plus shipping, $50. I believe it was free shipping on that one. This one, the Great Courses. I put this lot together. Here's another example. I just listed this on the weekend and sold within a day. There are 13 of them. One of them is missing 1 disc. The rest are complete. These are all different ones, different programs from the Great Courses. That sold for $39.99 plus shipping. If you get Gaylords or get lots of media and bulk donations, whatever it is, if you come across a lot of those and they're different programs, I recommend putting them in a lot. They will sell. I've done this multiple times. Individually, they don't tend to do that well. In the past, like 5 years ago, a long time ago, you could sell those individually for good money, but that changed, I believe, because they started offering them online through their website, like streaming kind of a deal. But if you put them together as a lot, they always sell really fast. I've done that, I think, twice before, and they always sell right away. I'm happy with $40 plus shipping for items that were randomly put together out of different Gaylords. Once I get enough together, I would say around 10 to 15 or more. I'll just put it in a lot. It'll sell quickly, get rid of it, and make some good money. And then I sold all of these individual items. So this is technically a lot. Juliet and the Licks, put them together again. Something that I would not put in my local sale. I mean, I could, but since I found 2 of them, I decided to just put them as a lot together, a CD lot. That sold. I don't remember the amount. Maybe like $8 or $9 plus shipping. Maybe a little less. But this one was turned out to be a unique title that is not many copies. This one sold for, I think, $25 free shipping. That was a good sale. This is the one I talked about. Spawn. This took a while to sell. Again, an older item that sold. This one is a unique skateboarding DVD that took probably 6 months or so to sell. I had it listed for like 90 bucks, but then I did some research on it and it seems to be actually selling anywhere between like 40 to 50. Not many copies of this. I sold it for, hold on, $49, free shipping. Awesome sale. This was from a Gaylord. That was from a Gaylord, guys. This sold for, I believe, $30. Lex, what's his name? Oh, I can't remember. Les Mills. See this guy? Or that name? And so this was a dance workout kind of deal. Top Gun Rider Training 101. This sold DVD, and then this DVD, The Cuckoo, for like 13 bucks, 12 bucks. So some nice individual sales. Yeah. So I'm happy about that. You never know. Let's see in the next 24 hours how it goes on eBay again. But I've got a total of 14 items to ship. So I'm going to get to shipping right now. But wanted to share that with you guys. I'm always excited when my sale goes well, my local sale, which now is going to become weekly. And then I have good sales over the weekend. So the last 2 weekends on eBay have been solid sales for me. This is another solid weekend of sales. Do I want more? Of course. But I'm happy with this. This is good. If this continues, we will see. And that's great. And I'll continue to list. And I think that, instead of saying I need to list this amount every day, I just need to list something. Even if it's one item, even if it's 10 items this day, even if it's 5, 20 another day. Just keep listing what I have, put it out there, put it on eBay, and some stuff will sell right away. Some won't, but the more you put up, the more chances that you'll have more sales, I think is really the bottom line. And of course, the bigger inventory, the more you sell. It just might not be that big jump in sales that it used to be 5-6 months ago before eBay changed things up. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching. Please hit that like button if you liked the video. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe. Take care.